Here he is. Trying to get him on. He might be on the move, actually, because we spoke just a second ago. All right, waiting for Dusko Poppington. Damon's Ash.
What's happening?
What's up, Dame? How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for being here. Where are you right now? In Burbank at home?
I'm in Wyoming.
Oh, you're in Wyoming. What are you doing out there?
I had to go holler at Kanye for a second, and I was looking for some land.
Yeah, you did. I'm going to ask you about that because I saw on your Instagram that great picture. So first of all, let's start here. You know, it's been a rough time out there in the world for pretty much everyone, right? We're dealing with two pandemics, COVID-19 pandemic, the pandemic of racism as well, and things have really come to a head at this point. But how are you doing? How are you making it through, you and your family?
Oh, I'm good. You know, I've been like social distancing for years. I've been creating my own bubble that racism can't penetrate, which is why I always suggested that everyone be independent and create their own environment so they don't have to be subjected to this type of abuse. And the only way to do that is economic empowerment. And, you know, that means investing in yourself. So to me, when things like this happen, it's proof of concept for everything I'm saying, because I've been able to make it where I don't, or my family won't have to be affected by this, because I've already prepared them for it by controlling my own destiny. But I do feel that certain times action is necessary. I have empathy for everyone else. It's sort of like, I feel like I've been trying to get the rest of the world to prepare for this for a while. My whole career has been that. And, you know, people just got fed up. But I think if you don't internalize, then you don't get depressed. And then you don't have to overreact when things happen, or you don't have to take such a crazy stance, because you've already released, you've already prepared. So I think, you know, this is a great moment in history, because it's time for change, and everyone is on one sheet of paper, and people are now accountable, where you couldn't just do things and get over. Where before you could, because there was no internet, there was no, you know, social media. But now we see that people have the power. I've always said, if the 99% ganged up against the 1% couldn't do nothing. But for some reason, I feel like we always get caught up in that division thing. I think racism is meant to divide the working class, so we don't look at the first number 1% that keeps everybody distracted and oppressed, because they need someone to do the physical work.
Yeah.
So I think all the bullshit is a distraction. I think we have the key to let ourselves out of slavery. It's within. Slavery and racism is not a physical thing. It's nothing that someone can do to you. It's something that you have to accept, and I never had. And I think I've been the odd one out because of that, and been happy for it, because I've never had to internalize. And years later, again, I feel like it's like, I wish we would have did this a while ago, or I wish we'd have prepared economically for this a while ago. But we do see the power of the people, and I'm happy about that. But I don't want to see so much collateral damage.
You mentioned on your Instagram a few days ago, you said that you have been fearful of the police since you were 17 years old, right?
Yep.
Talk to me about that. And have you ever been the victim of police brutality yourself?
Well, I was a drug dealer. I was a criminal. So I was always scared of the police, because, you know, I didn't want to go to jail. But I never judged the police for cheating, because I was cheating. So I don't never think you can't catch a cheater unless you cheat. So I've never been mad at the police for cheating with criminals, but I've always felt bad about the fact that there's collateral damage, and people that aren't criminals sometimes have to be subject to that, or, you know, be part of the collateral damage. But, you know, I just sell drugs every day, all day. I broke laws every day, all day, you know, so I can understand. Well, my fear is because it was a professional part of the job. But right now, literally, I would say about a couple of hours ago, we were driving to the ranch, and the police pulled us over, and we were scared to death. We didn't do anything, but at this point in time, I don't want to be around the police, because it's subject to the individual. He could do whatever the fuck he wants to do. So you could get a good policeman and have a good day, but if you catch a one that's you know, imbalanced or had a bad day, he can kick your ass, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it, because a policeman is never going to convict another policeman. A policeman is never going to arrest another policeman unless he has to. So, you know, there's no accountability for a policeman. So not all police are bad, but the bad ones are really bad. You know?
Do Do you think that is going to change at this point? I mean, we've had a lot of empty promises in the past, right? Like we've been here before, maybe not to this extent. I can't see you anymore. I just see a beautiful view of the clouds. There you go. Do you think that we are really on the road to real change right now, where police do hold each other accountable? Because that's needed, obviously.
Well, I think what I can say is this. Also, what you know about me is my business model was always keep those fucking cameras on. It's been my best witness. So I've been taking pictures and documenting things that I thought were unjust, or just have the cameras on just in case. But I think the accountability has come from the fact that if something happens, the whole world will see it fast. The whole world can react fast. And that's the difference. We have to stay on their neck, keep them accountable. It doesn't mean start breaking shit. It just means don't have it. Invest in yourself. Somebody bothers you, that like my thing, when someone I thought was being racist, like in business, I would just buy their business and fire them. And that was the best way to cure racism.
Wow. You've done that before a few times, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I like if you didn't let me in a club when I was young, I'm buying that club and I'm firing you. I've done that.
That's a good way to handle it. I want to ask
There's no other way to handle it.
Yeah, but some people don't have
Racism
the
is
money
about
to,
economics
yeah.
and control. Whoever's the plug, it don't matter if you black or white. They listening to you. You know, if you make people money, they listening to you.
Yeah. I want to get your opinion on this because you own Dame Dash Studios, your own streaming network. Did you hear about HBO Max removing Gone with the Wind from their lineup? Because it's a classic, but it's controversial, right? It portrays slavery
they don't have a choice right now.
Positive. Yeah. What do you make of that? Because they're thinking about bringing it back next week, but having a black scholar sort of give it historical context. And
I ain't thinking about that shit at all. I make my own Gone with the Wind. I don't give a fuck too much about the past. I'm about, the future. I've learned from the past what I don't want done. I like to fix things. I like to have answers. Listen, if you don't want to see I'm Going with the Wind, don't watch it. But don't spend the time fighting over that bullshit. It doesn't yield. Go fight over something that's gonna make something happen in the future. I don't like spending energy complaining. I spend energy doing something. So instead of being mad about them playing Going with the Wind, I just put them out of business with Dame Dash Studios, period. And that's how I see it. Like,
we're losing you a little bit. It's getting a bit pixelated. Where are you guys headed?
Where we headed right now?
Yeah.
That just said? Well,
yeah. Where are you going?
we're about to go to the jet. Get back home.
Oh, where are you jetting off to?
We're going back home. We're going back to
Okay.
We're going back to LA. I got a movie to make. I just redid the studio. I'm waiting for you to come so I can work with you. I don't know what's going on. Look, there's Rocky right there driving the truck.
Hey.
Hi, Rocky. How you doing?
I'm good.
It's good to see you, love. Good to see you.
Oh, you too.
See what it look like out
Dane,
there?
what I want to do now is... Oh, wow. Wait, what is going on out there? A rainstorm?
It's just, it's just Montana. I mean, it's Wyoming.
Oh, okay. The clouds look black.
Oh,
Like
we're
it's
back.
about to come down.
No.
Or maybe I just can't see
I'm
properly.
showing you some mountains.
But Dane...
Those are mountains.
Okay.
Those are mountains.
Got it. Oh, okay. It's a bit pixelated, so it looks like clouds. Now, I want to do something with you. I call it the 10 and 10, right? And I do this with all my guests where I'm asking you 10 revealing and random questions that you can answer in 10 plus minutes. If it's 20 minutes, that's fine as well. Everyone's gone over. But these are just a bunch of random questions that are going to be really revealing. Are you ready for your 10 and 10?
Pause. Are you ready for your 10 and 10? Yes. Pause.
You are. Let's do it then. Okay. So question number 1, what misconception out there in the world about you is most surprising to you or most frustrating?
I don't think people realize that I raised my son as a single father since he was 8 years old. And no one ever talks about that. And I think it's frustrating that they don't empower or showcase when someone from our culture is being or trying to be the best father that they can. They never show us taking care of each other. So that can be frustrating to me that they don't talk about me as a dad.
How tough was it being a single dad?
I mean, nothing was tough for me. I had Rockefeller. The thing that was tough for him was because he didn't have his moms, and he had to be divided. So I would never do that to a child again. But
Where was his mom?
mom's is where she was at. We went to court, and I had to get custody. I went to court because I didn't think it was in his best interest to be there, and I won, and I fought, and I made sure I took him to school every day and went to all of his games, and I did everything that a father would do if he had a father and a mother, and if he wasn't, the head of a conglomerate. I stopped my whole world for that kid, and no one talks about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're able to get it out now, and we're going to talk about your family stuff again in a sec. Now, I told you it's random questions, so this is completely random. But how many people can someone sleep with until you start to judge them for their number? Male and female.
I think that's a double-edged kind of thing.
Yeah.
With girls, you don't want to hear that they get scrutinized for having sex with a lot of boys, and for guys, sometimes they get celebrated, so it's a different kind of thing,
What
so
do you
like,
make of that though? What are your thoughts on that these days?
I mean, I don't really think about it, but I know that how I've evolved as a man and how I looked at myself after a while. I know what happened, because for me, I have a big appetite for women. I love women. I love women. Like, they drive me nuts. I'm girl crazy. And especially beautiful women with accents drive me crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, um, but I was looking for my best friend, and I found my best friend. And at that point, it became more important than perception. Like, sometimes dudes will only mess with a famous girl, like a groupie, just because they're famous. But
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I don't care about a famous girl. I've been with every famous girl I could ever want to be with. I want a girl that just wants to kick it with me, that I can spend time with, that can be my homie. You know what I'm saying? That can understand me for who I am, where I don't feel like I got to get away from her. And once I found that, I became very less anxious. I never think I'm missing anything. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need, because like dudes go out to recruit, whether it be for girls or business. I know my business. I know my girl. I ain't got to go out, and we have a common ground. She accepts me for who I am. I accept her for who she is. And we ride out and we have a ball. And so back in the day, having a girl to me would be like ridiculous. Like, you have a girl? That's crazy. And I didn't really have one.
Because you had so many women around you, so many
Yeah,
options.
just to have to commit to one vagina is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And
is it that hard?
For me, it is. I like vagina. It's hard. It's not
Well, at least you're honest,
There's no at least about it. I'm not ashamed that I love vagina. But, I just what I love. So, yeah. But it wasn't hard for me when you find the right vagina. It's about finding the right vagina.
Got it. Okay, good answer. All right, question number 3. You posted that photo with Kanye. You were just talking about that. Tell me what's going on there. You guys are working on a new deal. What's happening here?
Can't tell you.
No? Oh, dang. Give me a little something. I saw your other post.
I give you a little something, but I can't tell you.
Okay, a little something then.
We're in Wyoming.
Yeah. You mentioned something about buying land.
Yeah, that's for me. I want to, I want to get a little ranch or something. Like
okay. But you're working on a project with Kanye. Okay.
No, I didn't say I was working on a project. I did not say that. That's not what I said. I just said I can't tell you. So I'm not doing it.
Okay.
That's the rule. When him and I talk, we can't really talk about what we talk about.
Okay. Because that was my next question. When you guys are hanging out, because you guys have been close for many, many, many years, you gave him an incredible opportunity. When you do hang out, what kind of stuff do you usually talk about then outside of business? Do you talk about personal stuff, family?
Nah, he be fronting on me. That's all he do is front on me.
He fronts on you in what way?
Front on me. So the shit he's doing is like Willy Wonka shit. And, it's like beyond what I do. His dreams are bigger than mine, and I'm proud of him. Because he's done things that I didn't even think I could do, And his work ethic is serious. I could say that. if anybody is in competition with Kanye, you better never sleep, ever. I will tell you that right
Wow.
now. That he's on one. He's like, he's on one. I'll tell you that right now. But
Okay, so
he's trying
something
to help
new
the
he's going
world,
to
and I
surprise us
respect
with.
that. And he's
Yeah.
trying to help the world, and I respect that. He's concerned more about the world than himself, and you'd be surprised about that. But that's the things that, those are the kind of conversations we have, and they're lengthy. But it's really about how to help culture.
That's awesome. Do you and your family spend time with him and his family, with Kim and the kids? You and Rocky, do you ever go out on? Oh, I think we lost you for a second. Hopefully you'll be back in a minute. In a second. You're back. You're back. Great. Do you have a double date, you and Rocky and Kim and Kanye?
No.
No, you haven't done that yet.
Hi, picking up for Dykstra, Jessica.
Okay. Did you say happy birthday to it? It was his birthday the other day.
5:38.
I can't sit here and talk about Kanye all day.
Okay.
We have 2 Kanye
We're
questions.
moving on.
Gotta
We're
keep it
moving on
Yeah.
swiftly. All right. So your life is a movie, right? It really has been a movie. It's still a movie. When the movie comes out, because that's pretty inevitable, what is going to be the title? What would you love to be the title of a movie about your life? And who would play you, do you think?
I mean, it would make sense if my son played me.
It would make sense. That's a good one. Can he act?
Yes. Pardon?
Can he act? Does he act?
I'm sure he could. Yeah, he definitely could act. He's a good actor, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you guys look alike.
Yeah, he's my son.
Yeah. But sometimes, a kid can look like the other parent, but you guys
That's when you have to. Oh, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I got strong genes.
Yeah.
And what would the name of it be? The Dream Catcher.
Is there 2 prescriptions in here?
Dreamcatcher, that's a good one.
Oh, there should be 2.
All right.
That's all I do is make people's dreams come true.
What is this?
And you can play. Well, who would you play?
What is it? There should be Tylenol 3.
Who would you play?
I don't know. I'd have to play, because we go way back, right? I met you from interviewing you when I was at BET, so I guess I'd be out there on the red carpet interviewing you.
You know what's crazy is you haven't changed a bit. You haven't aged or anything. It's like you just interviewed me.
Thank you. You haven't really either. Just a little bit of gray, that's it. Just a slight color change in the beard, and that's it. Like you
thank you.
still look as young as you ever did.
I appreciate that. So do you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, because it's been a number of years. Okay, so here's one. So a lot of people don't realize that Stacey Dash is your cousin, even though you guys have the same last name. She said a few years ago that you cut her off because of her Republican beliefs, and she has some pretty hardcore Republican beliefs. But have you guys made amends since then? Where do you guys stand as cousins? I know she's been going through a bit of a tough time.
She was lying. Ain't nobody cut her off. She's lying.
Oh, really?
She's lying. Stacey be clowning, man. She's like that silly cousin or that drunk uncle that says dumb shit. And you might argue it, but they still come back to the table. That's her. But I don't agree with a lot of things she does, but whatever. We're family, and it is what it is.
Figured it out.
But most of the time, like we don't discuss our family business in public. So I don't even know why she said that stupid shit.
Yeah. Do you speak often? Would you consider her close to you?
Not right now. Ups and downs, but not right now.
Hi, Monica. This is Jessica.
Would you want to be closer, or you're good as is?
I don't want to talk about that shit. Let's talk. Next question. You have 2 questions for another person per question. I'm not.
Next. Okay.
You be like, you
No
can't ask me 5
All right,
questions.
here's a good one. You're going to be more comfortable with this.
I'm comfortable with 1 question about somebody, but not 5. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm just, I'm trying to get the scoop. I am a journalist. We've got to ask. What are you doing? All right. So question number 6. You're always promoting entrepreneurialism and going independent, and I love your message. How has the current climate, the pandemic, and the civil unrest, how has that affected your outlook as a businessman? And what kind of businesses and industries do you think people should be getting into right now, starting up post-pandemic?
Well, you know, me being in a streaming service, it was pandemic proof. I called it panda proof. Everybody was at home and
Yeah.
everybody's ordering, so it works.
Yeah.
And I would suggest people make content because content gives you residual income. So, you know, you have to make something that's has a narrative, a scripted, not just some random shit. And you'll make something that image will make you money every time it gets looked at, no matter how long. So 10 years from now, you get paid for something that you did 10 years ago, and you haven't done a fucking thing. So I would think making a catalog that gives you residual income, and also you can leverage it, meaning you get a loan against it based on what it earns a year. So I just that's what I do. I just have a catalog of content, streaming, and then the ancillary things that come with the projects, the
Yeah.
franchises. So you make a movie, you got the merch, you got the toys, you got the video games, you got all that shit that come with it. So I would suggest people make real content and have a direct to consumer relationship and just build your brand. That's what you do.
How do you make your content stand out with, not you personally, but how does somebody make their content stand out when there is so much content out there?
It has to be better than everyone else's. So,
Yeah.
there's an art in making films and television and telling a story. You have to be able to tell a story. You have to make it look good. And, you have to be able to market it and package it. And, it's really all in the story. It's all, it's like what makes one cheeseburger better than another cheeseburger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody eats cheeseburgers in every restaurant. There's a lot of cheeseburger restaurants out there, but you're going to go to the one that has the best burger. Vegan and Beyond Burger, because I'm vegan, vegetarian.
Yeah, I like those burgers. Yeah. Okay, so next question. This is question number 7. All right, you're doing well. So you're on the reality show Growing Up Hip Hop. You're an
No, I'm
executive
not
producer.
anymore. Fuck growing up hip hop.
Oh, well, we'll talk
I
about that.
actually
I
just
think this
sued.
is
I
gonna.
just sued E1 and the We Channel. I don't. I'm doing my own TV show.
What's
I
that
have my
gonna
own
be?
network.
Yeah.
What the fuck do I need them for? All
Yeah.
they try to do is manipulate our culture, make us fight each other, capture it, and profit from our dysfunction. And none of us, and you're in television. You notice every show you were in, the production company that worked with the network has always been white, even if it's a black story. A white network, the network will not take a story from a black person unless it goes through a white production company. And that's fucked up. So E1 and We Channel both do it. They've been doing it. And then once they do that, they do the skim, and then they try to make us fight and tell us to work for free so that they could go get paid to walk through a strip club and totally compromise the brand. And I walk through E1's office, I see a lot of black shows, posters of black shows on the wall. When I look in the offices, they're all white.
Mm.
So, this
Wow.
might be a moment for television to change too. The reason why I started a network is
Yeah.
because we don't have a network to showcase our heroes or control the narrative. Where can we get pure black news from? CNN? No.
Yeah. BET
Fox?
doesn't have news anymore.
No.
That's where I used to work, doing BET news.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And BT is not owned by motherfucking anybody black. It's owned by Viacom. So, again, we can't control the narrative as it relates to television because we don't have the platform. I have the platform. I'm going to show people how to pass laws and lobby and what senators and congressmen need to be showcased because they're passing laws that help us.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell the stories that evolve us, not divide us. I'm going to teach us how to be healthy and embrace that shit, how to take care of each other, to understand that love is the strongest currency in all that should be fighting for.
Yeah.
You broke is because you only trying to make money for yourself. The only purpose of making money is so the people you love don't have to struggle. And if you ain't working for that, you're working for shit.
Because that's going to be more of a motivation than just doing it for you. That's going to help you get up every day and work harder.
Not even motivation. That's what it is. That's what love means. Love don't mean just love yourself. You got to know how to love yourself to love others.
Yeah.
But, you can't be selfish. You have to be strong so, you can protect the weak.
Yeah. Now, you suing those companies, We and E1, that really stemmed from the situation where there was a scene that was captured where you were with Boogie, your son, and your oldest daughter Ava,
Now,
right?
that's not why I sued him. That's not why I
Okay.
sued him. I sued them because they knew my son had a drinking problem, and they kept making him drink on the fucking show. And they agreed that they would not give my kid any liquor, or else I wasn't gonna let him do the show. And the next scene, they give him liquor. Then he ends up in rehab, and now our fucking relationship is compromised. They did it on purpose.
Wow.
So that's why I'm suing them, and a bunch of other reasons. I'm suing them because they're racist fucks. That's why I'm suing them. Because Tara Long is racist and does nothing but make money off our culture and doesn't have one show about her own. And I don't understand it. And Jennifer Gardner is racist. She's a showrunner. And what's the girl's name from? Lauren Gillard. Lauren Gillard from WeTV. They racist. They laugh at us. But none of us will ever call them out but me. I'm the only one that calls white people out. And I'm calling them out by name, like I did Leo Cohen and Harvey Weinstein and all of them. When no one is saying anything, I'm always been the one that won't fight us. I fight them. And the question is, why is that? Why am I a unicorn? Because I'm the only one that'll call a name out. Why does everyone else that's supposed to be tough respect them as the plug to the extent they let them disrespect us every fucking day? Why?
Yeah. Well, maybe you're braver than a lot of other people. You've got that confidence, and a lot of people don't. You know, they're afraid of what might happen, what the
Yeah, but these same people talk shit and divide us, and these same people will be confident enough to fight someone with the same color skin, but won't be confident enough to even check a white man for trying to play him, for trying to steal their money, for trying to take their publishing. Just, 100% belittling us all day long. And I've never took that. And the only people that have fought me for that have been people of my color. So I hope that shit is out the window now. And I hope everyone that said Damon was crazy for checking them now looks in the mirror. And if they haven't changed, they need to kick themselves in the ass.
Yeah. Can we talk about that one scene where, because there was a lot of tension on the show, and especially during that scene.
You talking about the therapy scene?
The therapy scene, yeah.
They cut and chopped that shit. If you looked at my Instagram, I put the real shit up. They
tell
didn't
us,
show the whole
tell
shit.
Tell us what was missing and
the whole thing. I mean, I ain't gonna go through it again, but y'all can watch it. I'll put it back up. I taped everything. You waiting for what?
You tape everything just to make sure. Yeah, because that's what happens in reality. They'll slice and dice. They
say that again.
It. That's what happens with reality TV, right? They splice it and dice it, and it oftentimes ends up being something very different.
Yeah. Always. You already know.
Yeah. How's your relationship with your kids, with Ava and Boogie, right now?
They good.
Yeah.
We good. I mean, Ava's, it's funny when you say kids. Boogie's not a child
anymore.
He's my grown-up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like 30 years old. So, he's a grown-up. Huh?
He's 30 now.
No, he's like 28, 29. That's 30 to me.
Okay. I thought he was even younger than that. But yeah, it is. They're certainly,
Like, he's not on my watch no more. I did my job. Like, what the fuck? How long I gotta be a daddy? He's fucking 30. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Is he still on the show? He's staying on the show?
We're able to clear that.
I don't even know if there still is a show. It's been Corona.
Okay. I think I have my 2-limit question on that particular one. So just a couple more to go. Question 8. Rocky is your wifey for lifey. You guys have such a solid bond. You were talking about it earlier. But what do you think is the secret that keeps you guys so strong like that? And did you have to change who you used to be in past relationships to make this work?
Nah, the difference is she loves who I am. And I'm really attracted to her. I can't get enough of her. And that's what it is.
She is amazing. For those who are just joined, can we take a quick look? Can we get Rocky on camera real quick just to say hi? Hi, that's Rocky, guys. If you haven't seen her before.
Who's your boyfriend? Who you with?
I can't really have that conversation.
Oh, you can ask me all kind of questions, but I can't
Yeah,
ask you.
but you're the interviewee.
I'm not answering another question until you answer that.
No, come on.
No, I just
It's
answered.
a
You just
complicated.
asked me questions about everybody. My
You can
son,
ask
my
me about
daughter,
my cousin.
Kanye, my girl, and you can't tell me about your man?
It's a complicated situation.
What's the complicated about it?
It's just a complicated situation, but I'll tell you later.
Are you dating a couple?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Me too. No, I'm just kidding.
Two couples. Wait, what'd she say? What did Rocky say? I didn't hear what she said.
Huh?
I didn't hear what she said.
Say it again.
I didn't hear what Rocky said.
Oh, what Rocky said?
Yeah.
She said, if you're dating a couple, you might as well date us.
Oh.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the small conference.
I don't want to cheat on the other couple though.
I bet your
can't
couple
cheat
ain't
on the
better
other
than this
couple.
couple.
They might be
Your
on the
couple's not. You can't get a better couple than us.
You guys are a great couple. I love you guys. Love you guys together. Moving swiftly
Is this your first
ahead,
time?
faster
Rocky
than
wants to
ever.
know. Rocky wants to know if that was your first time being with a female.
Oh my god! Well, this interview took quite the turn, didn't it?
Rocky
Thanks a lot, guys.
She was wondering, was that your first time being with a girl?
No, I was joking. I've never done that before.
You've never been with a girl?
No.
I thought you was with a couple.
You just said you were with a couple.
No, I was
What,
kidding.
you with a gay couple?
You guys,
huh?
I was kidding.
Oh, so you playing? Well, I need to know. Who you with?
I'm just playing around.
Well, tell me who you with.
There's somebody who's watching right now who I'm not. It's just a complicated situation. So
well, all my situations are complicated. What's this, a one-way? I don't like one-way relationships where I give you everything and you give me nothing. I don't like those kind of relationships.
I feel like this is deja vu.
Yeah, because you stay doing that.
Did I see you saying this to somebody else on Instagram?
No, don't try to get it off.
No,
I know that
I
British
swear,
trick. Don't try that old British on me. Who's your man and what's the complicated situation?
Do you have almond milk?
The complicated situation is I was in and out of a relationship for a number of years, and so it's
almond milk.
We'll see.
The fuck's complicated about that?
Well, the in and out was complicated, but I guess all right. Okay, I guess it is.
I wasn't even asking about before. I asked about now. I don't care about before.
Yeah. So that's basically what the situation was.
But you have an on and off?
Yeah.
Are y'all on or off right now?
Just as far as I think getting to know each other again.
And then as far as
what's the secret in being in an on and off relationship? What the fuck is that?
Well, I'm quite personal about that stuff. I don't really.
Well, you ask me a question about mine. You can never be personal about questions you ask.
People
can't do
care
that.
about your.
You can't do that.
What you're doing.
You can't do that. No, you can't. If I ask you a question and answer it, you got to be prepared to answer the same question, or you can't even ask that question.
All right.
Don't ask me no questions that I can't ask you.
Moving very quickly forward to question number 9. All right. If you had to do one of the following business ventures, right, you have to choose.
You want sweet iced tea?
Would you do a new movie? Are you listening? Would you do a new movie with Lee Daniels or a new album with Jay-Z? And you have to choose one or the other.
Next question.
Oh. Next question, really?
You don't answer no questions, so I'm not even doing that.
No, that's not fair.
Next question.
People. Look, they all want to know. Thumbs up.
I don't care. Next question.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to make a decision for you.
Go ahead.
I think you'd do another movie with Lee Daniels because you guys have now come to an understanding, haven't you? And you've respected his work for a long time.
Okay, cool.
He's a good filmmaker, then yeah. Why would I want to make a film with a good filmmaker?
Yeah.
See, black people take shit too personal. I gotta like him if it's a business situation, but I didn't say I didn't. But he makes films. I make films.
What about Jay?
I don't make. I'm not into. I don't believe. Like for me, rapping at 50 is not a good look to me. I don't care how good it is. I don't do it.
You want a little bit of sugar in your hazelnut?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Normal
All
time.
right. Well, we are on number 10. I'm sure you're glad to hear that. The
Huh?
last, we're on the last question, so I'm sure you're happy to hear that.
I love talking to you.
Well, I love talking to you too. I like doing it
making...
this way, where I ask the questions. Though this is the better way.
Like,
It's
you
more
like it when I
interesting.
can't be in front of you, and I can't really, like, you know, we can't really have that conversation. You can say some funny stuff when I can't be in front of you, you know?
You know, I feel like when was the last time we saw each other in person? I feel like it was
I think you was at my
outside
gallery.
that movie theater.
What movie
And
theater?
remember, I ran into you randomly. There was Lee Daniels was actually inside the movie theater. It was
Oh,
something.
yeah, and I was looking
I
for
don't
him.
know if it was, you were looking for Lee Daniels, and I didn't know you were looking for Lee Daniels, but you were just like casually walking by with your daughter, who's gorgeous. All your kids are gorgeous, by the way. You know that. But anyway, I mentioned that Lee was inside, and you're like, what? Like, you had to decide whether you wanted to go in because you were with your daughter. Should you go in and approach Lee? Because at that point, you hadn't approached him about the money
I forgot about that.
situation. And yeah, but you decided, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm
I
with
had
my
my daughter with me,
I
that's why.
Yeah.
See,
I think that
and
was
that was $2 million in there, and I was like, you know what? I'll catch him later. You lucky I'm with my daughter.
yeah.
Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a crazy moment, and you did catch up with them, and you're getting your money, so that's good. All right, so question number 10. You said that when you want to achieve something, you want to achieve a goal, you visualize it, right?
Yeah.
You visualize it, and then you step back and you figure out, okay, what steps do I need to take to reach that goal? And people hear about visualization all the time, but how do you actually do that? And how does it work in terms of figuring out those steps? And what's your goal that you're working on right now? What are you visualizing?
I'm visualizing my television network, where I'm living. I'm visualizing, you know, with everything I want. I visualize and look and see what it looks like when I get there. And you know, again, if you can think about something or visualize it for more than a minute and a half, it becomes a manifestation.
Okay. And so your TV network is your next. That's what you're focused on. Where do you want to see it go in the coming months, years?
You know, I'm gonna be bigger than Disney and HBO and Netflix. You know,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not hustling on a crowded block. Who do you know has a television network? You know what I'm saying? Who do you know pays for their own television network and doesn't use other people's money? It doesn't exist. Who you know that not only has their own television, also direct, act, write, produce the content. I don't have to outsource. And then I also have a focus. My programming isn't about distractions. It's about health is wealth, eating better. It's about healing is gangster, therapy. There's some real gangster shit, OG stories. We make original movies.
Yeah.
You know, we have the Yah Squad, the history of religion. We have politics. We have yoga. You know, we have
Pretty incredible.
entrepreneurial leadership. We have OSG Network, which is 90 principles, black principles. You know, we're not traditionally television programs you to distract you to be a slave, to want to live vicariously through people, actors that don't even really live that life. It's a distraction. I'm deprogramming. I'm showing self-awareness and showing you how and what real wealth is. Respect, health, honor, integrity, loving others before you love yourself, education correctly, all of these kind of things. And that's what this is about.
Yeah, sounds good. Look, last question for you. What advice do you have for people out there who are entrepreneurs and who are really struggling right now because of what happened with the pandemic? They've lost money.
It's a
Like
test.
Yeah.
If you're an entrepreneur, shit ain't supposed to be easy. It's always the darkest before the dawn. It's those defining moments that shows your character. Being an entrepreneur, if it was easy, everyone could do it. It's like saying I'm gonna play football without getting tackled.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a boxer without getting punched. It's all part of the game. Pull your skirt up, stop crying, or else, and lead. Be a general, not a soldier. Have answers. Stop waiting to be told what to do. And you got to hustle hard. If you don't, your competition is going to destroy you. You got to hustle harder than the people you're trying to beat. You got to be strategic.
Yeah.
And if you expect something to be given to you, you're going to be caught out there. You're going to be left alone.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're just a prime example of that, like just not giving up. And you know, you've lost businesses at times and you've bounced back. And
I
what are
never
you
lost a business
drinking?
in my life.
Oh, well, you've left
Yeah.
businesses.
No, what I do is I either sell a business
Hmm.
or if it doesn't make economic sense, I walk away from it. But I ain't never lost shit. What business I
Yeah.
lost?
Lost is probably not the right term. Walked
Yeah,
away
you know,
from.
you have to be specific with your jargon when you talk entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know, one word can mean millions of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Where are you guys now? Are you at the airport yet?
Oh no. We had to go to the airport. We had to go get the drugstore. A friend of mine,
Okay.
Jessica knees. Oh shit, her knees got messed up, so we had to go get some.
No.
Invisible friend, right?
Yeah, our invisible friend right there. We're crazy. And then
Oh, who's
where'd you
that?
go?
Jessica?
No, that's not her. That's Nicolette.
Oh, okay. Hi, Nicolette. We haven't met yet.
You ever met Nicolette?
No, we haven't met yet.
Yeah, she can't wait to meet you.
Oh.
And then
Well, I can't wait
so
to
we gotta
meet
go
her.
back to the hotel, get our shit, then we out.
Okay. Well, have a good flight
And
back.
also Nicolette's like the only person I know that loves women more than me, and she loves you.
She hasn't even met me yet.
She said she liked that accent. She liked that accent.
Well, thank you.
Did you ever see me? You remember when I lived in London for a little while?
Yeah, you and Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham were really close, weren't you? You guys were working on a bunch of stuff when you were out there in London. How was your experience in London?
I had a ball. You know,
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Have you been
I got
back
way too famous in London. I couldn't be out there too much.
Really? Was it?
Yeah, it was like I was a real rock star out there. They'd be chasing me out there. It would be crazy.
Like physically, did you ever have to actually physically run to escape the
Well,
crowd?
you know, I'm not pussy, so I don't run. But but like I'll go into like a store, I'll come out, it'd be like 40, 50 people outside, and I'd be selling autographs. Yeah.
That's a lot. We've got somebody from London right now throwing up the Union Jack flag. Dane, thank you for being so candid as always. Thank you for being so open.
Thank you for not being so candid and not being so open and want me to tell all my business and you don't want to tell me none of yours.
The journalist
is my name Johnny Dash?
Yes.
No, it ain't.
The journalist is supposed to not be part of the story.
That's the journal. Who makes the rules there?
Well, that used to be the rule anyway.
Well, everything's changed. It's a new world after today.
It has. Now we're right there in the middle of it.
well, let me ask you a question. Now that, you know, and again, I've been telling people to do this all their lives, but as a journalist or someone that, you know, is a personality that interviews people, now that all these famous people are now turning into journalists and doing interviews, what are you going to do? That's your competition now. A rapper or their singers are now doing interviews. Where does that leave you? You know what it means? An actress.
It's competition, but it's not the level of competition you might think, because
that's how I feel.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it is not, because there are certain skills that I have accrued as my time doing this that they don't have. Or I'm not going to say everyone across the board.
Yeah, but you know, it's just like you know, maybe a rapper might get on a record with a more famous rapper, and make a hit record.
Yeah.
And you know, a guy that's really good could get on a record without someone famous. Nobody hears it. Yeah. It's like the celebrity is what people leverage. So the more famous you are, the more people, no matter how good you are, even though that does mean a lot, but the more famous you are, the more it'll help more people want to see you.
Definitely.
Well, come be in this movie. Stop playing around.
Huh?
Come out here and be in this movie.
We'll talk about it. About it. You probably
when we
made
gonna
me
talk about
more famous with you turning these questions around on me, so thanks for that.
Come on.
But no, I'm gonna come out and see you guys soon.
When?
Soon.
What's soon to you?
Wait, now your lips aren't matching. You're out of sync now. I'm not sure what's going on. I can't hear you anymore. The volume's gone.
You heard what I said. When?
I'm just kidding.
Read
We'll
my
talk
lips.
about it.
When?
I can't read it. Those are your fingers, though. No, we'll talk, Dane. We'll talk. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I said,
No
guys,
problem.
well, thank you all, but thank
That's
you,
what she's
Dane.
coming.
Rocky,
Oh, I would
so
like
good
to know
see
when.
you.
Hi, I have a question though for you. When are you coming to LA?
Okay.
And Nicolette wants to know.
I'm coming to see you guys. I'm
Just to
coming
see us?
very soon, like maybe in the next month. I'll come see you guys.
Don't make a promise you can't keep.
Woo!
Well, I didn't promise, but I said maybe. But I am gonna. I promise.
You know you don't keep your promises.
I promise.
You know you don't keep your
promise to come and
promises.
see you.
What do I
All right,
get?
push your punk out if you don't come. Rocky wants to know.
What's your punk out if you don't come?
Wait, I'm not. Wait, what?
If you don't, it's a punk out. So if you don't come, you gotta
punk
do
out.
something.
No, it's not punk out. No,
You
I mean
always
I'm gonna
punk
come.
out.
No.
Huh?
I'm gonna come see you guys.
All right, we'll see.
I will.
So what's the punk out if you don't?
Well,
What's the punk out if you don't?
I don't know. I don't know. How's that work?
If you don't come, then you got to do something.
Then
that,
what
you
do
know,
I have to do if I don't? I don't know. Let's discuss offline.
Okay.
But it was fun, guys. It was fun.
Yeah, we'll talk offline. We're down. Talk offline.
We'll talk soon, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Good to see you. Travel safe. Bye. You guys, thanks for, I think we lost Dame anyway. But thank you guys for watching. And no, I'm not discussing anything else now. End of conversation. Bye everyone. That was fun. That was really fun. All right, guys.